Hello, everyone. Welcome to another end of the year, now beginning of the year video because I've just been so crazy busy. I have another list for you of just things I want to talk about going into 2025. And these are just movies that I have a bad feeling about, is what I'm kind of calling them. Movies that I'm hesitant about, I'm worried about. I hope they're good because I want all movies to be good. But in some shape, way, or form, I'm just going into it going, this movie is going to be terrible, and I don't want it to be terrible because no movie should be terrible. I want all movies to be great, and I will explain why I'm worried about it when I go through each one here. So let's get into it. Just movies I have a bad feeling about, starting with Captain America: Brave New World. This movie has been like reshot quite a few times, it sounds like. The trailers have not impressed me at all. I've watched the trailers for this, and I'm just like, I want this movie to be incredible. We have Sam Wilson as our new Captain America. I want that to be great. I really do. Um, Harrison Ford is our new Ross. I want this movie to be so good. I want it to be a good political thriller in the same way that Civil War and Winter Soldier was. Um, but I just hear the behind the scenes aren't so great. Directed by Julius Hona. I don't know what else he did. Let's find out what else he did. He did 10 Cloverfield Paradox, which was not a good movie. And that's pretty much it. I am super concerned about this movie. That director doesn't get me super excited. The fact that it's been reshot. This is going to have to be a super expensive movie if they're reshooting the movie basically twice. I hope it's good. We're going to see in about 4 weeks, 5 weeks, something like that. It comes out February 4th, Valentine's Day, I believe. What a great Valentine's Day movie this will be. Next up, Now You See Me 3. The first Now You See Me is fun. I remember seeing it at the drive-in in 2013. I remember seeing the second one in 2016 at the drive-in as well. Both are fine. They're fun, imaginative movies. The first one was directed by, who did do the first one? I honestly don't remember. Louis Leterrier, the guy who did the last Fast and Furious, wasn't it? Yeah, and the Incredible Hulk. Um, Not the greatest director in the world. The second one was directed by John M. Chu, wasn't it? The guy who gave us Wicked this year, I believe. Yes, it was. So yeah, they're fun movies. They're goofy movies. This new one is directed by Ruben Fleischer, the guy who did Venom, 2018's Venom, and the two Zombieland movies. That is a good director. At the same time, I don't know about this. I hope it's good because they are just kind of fun, crazy, magic, awesome movies. Um, but at the same time, we've had two very ones that have kind of disappointed, have just been dumb fun. I hope they do something different with this. I hope that we can make it, I don't know, more of this cool kind of magic heist kind of movie that the first one's kind of promising us. It didn't necessarily go through with. So I hope it's good. I really do. I like the director, but at the same time, I don't know. Something about it is making me go, it's going to be what the other two were, and it's going to be disappointing. So I hope it's not. Why won't you go to the next one? Because it's being done. Oh, because we did this. That's why. Hold on. We went there. Okay. Next up is Snow White. There's been controversy as far as things that Rachel Zelger has said. Is that how you say her name? I don't know. Also, things that Gal Gadot has said. Again, I apologize. I'm saying names wrong. I've seen the trailer for this. The dwarves look absolutely terrible. Everything looks like it was shot on the what's that called? The screens in the background thing. I forget what you call it. The thing that they filmed The Mandalorian on. It just doesn't look real at all. It looks so fake. It just again behind the scenes with the actors saying the things they're saying, the dwarves looking the way they are looking, the fact that the Little Mermaid did not do good in 2023. I don't got a lot of hope for this one. It is Disney's first princess, so again, I want every movie to be good. Snow White is a movie that I did enjoy as a child and still enjoy as an adult. I hope this movie's good. Not only not hope, it just doesn't look good. And from behind the scenes, it's also directed by Mark Webb, the guy who gave us 500 Days of Summer. I, I hope it's good. I want it to be good. Next up, Jurassic World Rebirth. It is directed by Gareth Edwards, who gave us the creator Rogue One and Godzilla from 2013. 13, 14, whatever year that was. So I'm hoping that makes it good. At the same time, those last trilogy of Jurassic Worlds were not good. I thought the first Jurassic World was fine. It was fun, but nothing spectacular. The second one was whole bad, and then the third one was oh my god bad. It's got Scarlett Johansson in it. It's got Mahershala Ali. It's got a decent cast. I hear the budget's almost like $300 million. We gotta stop making $300 million movies. You have to make $1 billion in order to do that. Which the last three did make $1 billion, but each one made less and less. Um, I'm hoping it's good. The fact that Gareth Edwards is attached makes me feel better, but at the same time, I feel like the studio just doesn't care and just wants dinosaurs on screen, and they think that's just going to make them $1 billion, which it probably will. But at some point, things fizzle out, and I just wonder if that's what this is going to be. We'll see. Um, Holding out hope. I love Jurassic Park, so we'll see. Final Destination Bloodlines. This doesn't even have a poster yet. The last Final Destination was absolutely terrible. I think the best part about it was that it had a Shinedown song at the beginning, Devour. That was probably my favorite part of the last one. This franchise is kind of dumb, but it's also fun. Just new and unique ways of how can you die. I'm excited for it for that reason, but at the same time, I don't know. The last one was what, 2011, 2012? I don't know. Do we need to do a sixth one in this franchise? I don't know. I hope it's good, but we'll see. Again, I'm not holding out hope. Next up, Five Nights at Freddy 2. The first Five Nights at Freddy is so boring. I cannot believe how boring it was. Had a good cast, Matthew Lillard, Josh Hutcherson. The movie was just so boring. Hoping the second one is better and has learned from the first one. I liked the idea of it. But at the end of the day, it just didn't do anything for me. So yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be the same thing over again. I have a feeling they're like, hey, it worked the first time, let's do it a second time, and I just have a feeling it's going to make money because people are going to go out and see it because they like the video games. I hope that's not the case. I hope it's just actually a good horror movie. I want to see good horror movies, but I have a feeling it's not going to be. Next up, Lilo and Stitch, just another live action Disney movie. I saw the little teaser for it. Stitch looks a little weird. Who is this director? Oh, the director of Marcel, Shell with the Shoes On. I love that movie. I love Marcel the Shell with the Shoes On. So I hope this movie's good. I love Lilo and Stitch. Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind. I love it. I love that Stitch is like a dog. I hope this movie's great. I don't know how you do this movie in live action. It's one of those movies that can just stay a cartoon. Why do we need to make everything live action? Because it's going to make us money. That's why. I don't know why I asked that question. But at the same time, Little Mermaid didn't do well. And if this movie comes out after Snow White, I believe it comes out in I don't know when it comes out, but I believe it comes out in summer. And it's going to be coming out after Snow White. If Snow White is bad, I have a feeling people aren't going to be as excited for Lilo and Stitch. I hope it's good. Don't get me wrong. Again, I want all these movies to be good, but next up, Tron Ares. Don't love the original Tron. Definitely did not like the second Tron that came out, 2009? And Jared Leto is supposed to be like the main character of this. I do not like Jared Leto at all. He drives me nuts. He can be a good actor, but he just goes so over the top and ridiculous sometimes. I actually saw him in concert, 30 Seconds to Mars, in summer of 2023. He is way too dramatic and just trying too hard to get attention, and I can't stand him. So I don't have a lot of hope for this. Who is the director of this? The director of The Last Pirates of the Caribbean, The Last Magnificent. He did The Young Woman at Sea, a movie I did not see from last year. Not holding out a lot of hope for that either. That makes me even less excited. I want to see a good science fiction movie. I just don't think this is going to be the one. I don't know. Mostly because Jared Leto's involved. I'll be perfectly honest. Next up is Michael, a movie that is directed by Anton Fuqua, director I like. He did the last James Bond movie, right? Or no, he did the Equalizer movies and Training Day. That's right, and Magnificent Seven. He's a decent director. The thing that really scares me about this is Michael Jackson's nephew, I believe it's his nephew, is going to be playing Michael. That means the family is involved. That means the movie is going to feel, in my mind already, is going to feel like what Bohemian Rhapsody it was. It's not going to be truthful at all. I want something more like Rocket Man that is truthful to the life. I get it. There's some sensitive material in there, but at the same time, if you're going to do a biopic, you got to do it right, in my opinion, not some, you know, plagiarize, not some not non-realistic version ignoring the stuff. So I hope that it is sensitive to the sensitive material, but at the same time, I hope it acknowledges the sensitive material. Um, but again, with the family being involved, I have a feeling that's not going to happen because that's what happened with Bohemian Rhapsody. The remaining members of Queen were involved, and it just felt like an extremely watered down version of what was actually Freddie Mercury's life. And I just did not think that movie worked. I rewatched that last year, I want to say, or 2 years ago, I can't remember, and I just didn't love that movie. The last 20 minutes are great, don't get me wrong, but that doesn't make up for the rest of the movie being very and very watered down of what the actual story was. And I hope that this movie is not that. Um, I've had a hard time listening to Michael Jackson music ever since watching that Finding Neverland documentary. And I mean, I'm already kind of scared going into this movie that I have a hard time separating that, and I'm going to at least acknowledge that. But I'm going to try to go in with an open mind on this one, and hopefully it's not a watered down nothing version because it is directed by Anton Fuqua. Next up is Flight Risk. I believe this comes out in January. It stars Mark Wahlberg. It's directed by Mel Gibson. What was Mel Gibson's last movie? Was it Hacksaw Ridge, I want to say? It's been quite a few years since his last movie. I loved Hacksaw Ridge. Um, Mel Gibson is someone who has had his issues as far as personal life goes. I can understand people don't want to see this movie. I have seen the trailer for this. It kind of looks cheesy and generic and not at all like Mel Gibson directed it. We'll see. I like the idea of it. Like I'll read the synopsis. A pilot, transport, air marshal accompanying a fugitive to trial as they go across the Alaskan wilderness. Tensions soar and trust is tested as not everyone on board is who they seem. So it's a movie that takes place inside of a plane. If it's one of those movies that just takes place inside one location, I'm so excited for that kind of a movie. I love a tension-filled movie inside one room, one place. So I hope that it's good. We'll see, though. We'll see. I'm not holding out hope for this one just because the trailers did not get me. But at the same time, Mel Gibson is directing it. He has made some good movies. Mark Wahlberg is a good actor. Who else is in it? Topher Grace is in this. Michelle Dockery is in it. I have a feeling it is one of those one location things because there's not much of a cast in here, and that makes me think it is. So I'm excited for that idea, but a little worried about it. Next up is Naked Gun. I actually just rewatched all three Naked Gun movies the other night because I was having such a bad day, and those movies just make me laugh so much. I don't think we need to reboot Naked Gun. Liam Neeson is going to be a star of it. He can be funny. His scenes in Ted 2, A Million Ways to Die in the West, he can definitely be funny. He did that skit with Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant. That was great. Um, I don't know. And people have just gotten so sensitive to comedy. We'll see. I hope this isn't like an epic movie kind of thing. I'm just so worried about this. I want it to be really good. Who is directing it? I didn't know that the director of this is from Popstar Never Stop, Never Stoppin'. He did the Chip and Dale movie, The Hot Rod. He's actually made some good movies. Um, that's giving me a little hope. At the same time, I'm terrified. I'm absolutely terrified because I love Naked Gun. Um, we'll see. Who else is part of the cast? Pamela Anderson's in this movie. Paul Walter Hauser, Kevin Durand. I don't know who any of these other people are. We'll see. Busta Rhymes is in this movie. Oh boy, I think of the Halloween franchise. Busta Rhymes being part of it. Next up is Screamboat. Steamboat Willie has become a part of public domain. With the Winnie the Pooh movies that came out, I have a feeling this is the same thing. I don't think I need to say too much more. Steamboat Willie going to New York City and killing people. I have a feeling it's going to be just another Poohverse. I don't even know why I really have this. We all know. Also, Bambi the Reckoning, which is, I believe, part of the Poonaverse. Um, Bambi the deer killing a bunch of people. Hmm. Yeah. Another one, Happy Gilmore 2. I don't know about this one. I believe this is the director of Murder Mysteries 1 and 2, or Murder Mystery, and I did not like Murder Mystery or Game Over Man. Not excited for that director. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those sequels that came out 20 years later and just doesn't need to come out. It's going straight to Netflix. All the Netflix Adam Sandler movies really haven't been good. Um, and from the teaser that we saw, it looks like Happy Gilmore is still the same old self. I'm kind of getting sick of seeing Adam Sandler playing a man-child. We get it. We've seen how many Adam Sandler movies with that. It's time to move on to something else, and I just think it's going to be not as good as the first one, and it's just going to be such a disappointment. I think it's going to be so bad. The original cast is pretty much coming back. Shooter McGavin's coming back. Christopher McDonald. Julie Brown is coming. Bowen is coming back. Ben Stiller's coming back. I didn't know that. Margaret Qualley, Eminem is going to be in this movie. Travis Kelce, I don't. Kid Cudi, I just think this is going to be one of Adam Sandler's bad movies. I don't know. I haven't liked a lot of his movies lately, and I'm just so nervous because I love Happy Gilmore. Next up, a Minecraft movie. This movie looks so bad. Um, I hope I'm wrong. It's got a good cast. It's got Jack Black and Jason Momoa. Um, yeah, Jennifer Coolidge is in this movie. Kate McKinnon. It just looks so bad. That trailer looks so bad. From the director of Nacho Libre, Napoleon. He did the Napoleon Dynamite. I like Napoleon Dynamite. He also did Masterminds, which I did not like. Yeah, I think this movie is going to be so bad. I've never played Minecraft, so I have nothing as far as the game goes. I just think this movie looks so bad. I got a bad feeling about this movie. And that is the last of my list. So yeah, these are just movies that I think are going to be bad, unfortunately, that I don't want to be bad, but I think they're going to be bad. Um, yeah, tell me what you guys think about this. Some of these movies, are there movies I've left out? Because I'm sure there's movies that I have missed. There are movies I'm sure that are going to continue to be announced throughout the year that I'm sure are just going to be absolutely terrible. I think I actually saw a couple of days ago there's going to be a Pinocchio Disney version that's part of the Poonaverse too. That's definitely probably going to be bad. I hope it's not. I would like all movies to be good. Probably not though. But let me know. Tell me what you guys think. Yeah, and more videos to come. I will have my top 10 of the year, top 10 worst of the year coming very soon. Um, Life has been crazy lately, so want to make sure I try to see as many movies as I can. There's a couple movies I don't think I'm going to be able to see because I can't drive to the theater right now. I don't have a car. I would have to take a Lyft or an Uber, and to spend $20 plus, if I get concessions and such to go to the movies is a little crazy right now, especially when I need to buy a new car. So yeah, comment below and tell me what you think about, movies that you think are just gonna be bad this year. Comment on my other video talking about movies that you're anticipating for. Tell me what movies you are excited for this year. So yeah, more videos to come, guys. I hope you have yourself a great day. And hey, don't do anything that I wouldn't do.